7 months ago, we saw our yacht for the very first time and set sail on our first liveaboard sailing adventure. After an incredible 6 months sailing the Mediterranean, the season has unfortunately come to an end and it's time to begin preparing our sailing yacht for winter. Join us as we learn how to winter a boat for the very first time. We'll be taking the sails off, removing all the sheets and mousing the lines, packing away our tender and heading back to Scotland to plan our winter adventure. There's a lot of work to do, so let's get started.
Okay, it's going to be a big day today. Today is the day we're officially going to start properly wintering Rúna. So sails are going to come down, lines are going to come off, sheets are going to come off. The whole boat's going to get a big clean. Anything that doesn't need to be on the boat is coming off and into storage for winter. There's lots to do. We've got a big checklist to get through today, so we better get cracking. In our last episode, we left the beautiful island of Corsica behind and arrived into Aregai Marina, where Rúna will call home for the next few months. My first job this morning is to clean this solar frame. For those of you that have been following the channel from the start, you'll know that this is a custom-made frame. We designed and made this frame ourselves because some of the prices we were getting quoted were absolutely insane. So we designed and installed it ourselves, and it has been amazing. It's installed bit by bit, seamlessly. It fitted together absolutely perfectly. And all this season, no matter how bad the weather is, no matter how strong the wind is, this frame has been rock solid. But you'll be able to see a lot of residue on it, a lot of salt residue on it. It just needs a bit of a clean. Some elbow grease, that's all it needs. It looks brand new again. And what a difference. Our frame went from this to this. Job well done.
Now for one of the biggest jobs, taking the sails off. We've never taken sails off a yacht before, but we were up for the challenge. We're taking both the main and foresails down for winter, and the first step is to give them a wash and get rid of all that salt from a season of sailing. And once they were dry, we were ready to start.
As it's the smaller of the two sails, we decided to tackle the Genoa first. And after a few attempts to get the sail folded neatly on deck, it came down without any real problems. So we moved on to removing both the port and starboard sheets.
Easier than I thought it was going to be.
First sail completed. It's the foresail off. Okay, foresail is done. Next up, mainsail. Let's get the mainsail off.
And the mainsail is going to be slightly more challenging. Before we can take the sail down, we need to remove the two reefing lines. Whilst I've never de-rigged a sail on a yacht this size before, it all seemed pretty straightforward.
Okay, clews detached from the boom. Let's get this mainsail off. And as our strategy on the foresail seemed to work pretty well, we thought we'd do the same again. I lowered it as Ruth folded.
As the sail comes down, every metre or so we had to disconnect the sail from our mast. It's attached using a car and a metal rod, which we had to slide out. Slowly but surely, we managed to drop the sail metre by metre, and finally, we detached the head from the mast.
When you get the battens out, so you can fold up the sail. There we go, that's two, that's the second batten out. Battens are long pieces of fiberglass that are mounted inside the sail to help give the sail some shape. Great for sailing, terrible for when you're folding the sail away to go into storage.
All the battens are out and ready to be stored. Just need to get the sail away. So the sails are down, but the biggest challenge is going to be getting that huge sail in this bag. And so let the battle commence. Andrew and Ruth versus the mainsail. Will we get it to fit in first time? Absolutely not. Here goes attempt 2. And after a small argument and attempt 3, we finally got it to fit. Almost. I feel like this is my prize. It's not quite in, but it's close enough to say it's just going to be in storage.
Close enough.
Yeah. So sail bag at the end of the boom.
Off comes the sail bag.
And we finished just in time as the wind started to rip through the marina.
So the boat is absolutely chaos right now. Wintering is hard work, I tell you. We're making good progress though. The mainsail is off. The sail bag is off. Foresail is off. We started mousing some lines as well. So some of our the lines for our sail bag have been moused. We're going to mouse halyards, reefing lines and things tomorrow. We don't want our lines out and they get UV damage, and it's generally not good for them to be out for the length of period over winter. So we're going to get the lines away and we're going to mouse them instead. The mainsail was a bit of hard work. Trying to get the mainsail into his little bag. Why did they never make the bags big enough? Honestly, we did our best. It's pretty much away, so we just need to get that into a cabin. And we're making good progress. Tomorrow we're going to finish mousing some of the sheets. We need to get the dinghy away. We need to get the outboard away. We're going to give everything a good clean. And as we finished up for day 1, Rúna was looking pretty bare. It's a sad day today. This is our last full day on the boat. It has been an epic 6.5 months. I have had so much fun. It's really been a dream come true for both Ruth and I. But for this season, for the next couple months, we have to leave Rúna here. So yeah, it's a sad day, but excited to go back to Edinburgh, and we have so many amazing plans for winter. And we're going to take you guys along with us. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and we will take you on some epic adventures through the winter season. So today is all about finishing our winter jobs. There's still quite a lot to do. It's going to be a busy day. Looking at all of our lines, we have our halyard, we have our reefing lines, we have our main sheets. All of these need to be moused so the lines can go into storage to protect them over winter. That's Ruth's job. She is going to do the mousing. I'm going to look after the outboard. The outboard weighs 50 kilograms, so it's heavy, but it's been winterized, it's had a full service, it's ready to go into storage. We then have our dinghy, our tender as well. So our tender needs to come up out of the water. It needs a full clean, and then we need to deflate it and put it away in storage as well. And then one of the last jobs is to give Rúna a full clean. She's quite mucky, so we're going to give her a full spray down and just make sure she's looking her best for winter. And yeah, hopefully there's a list of about 1 million other jobs, but they are the main ones, so let's get cracking.
Let's remove our life raft. It's not critical, but costing €1,500, it's safer in a locker. And with all the water jobs done, it was time to lift the tender onto the deck. I cranked that winch whilst Andrew negotiated the 50 kilogram tender onto the deck so it could be washed, deflated and packed away.
7 months of sand, mud and dirt certainly took a lot of scrubbing. We opted for a tender with an aluminium floor, so I carefully removed each panel before flipping it around to clean the inside. Look how much sand we have inside our tender. And voila, another task completed.
So I'm just going to give you a quick update on mousing lines, because I tried to mouse my first line yesterday, which was on the lazy bag, and granted this was going through quite a tight block and a really small pulley, But I watched a YouTube video on how to do it, and it explained that you essentially get some whipping twine, make some loops through the line, and then attach your mouse onto it with a bowline. However, because it was such a small block, it got stuck, and then we had to send Andrew up the mast to fix it. So that was just a test, and we thought we'd test it on something that was quite easily fixable. So instead, I've come up with a better solution, or I hope it's a better solution, and I'm sure I'm going to get comments saying, absolutely do not do this way, and I'd love some advice, but this is how I'm doing it this time, which I'll just quickly turn around and show you. But essentially, I've just made it tight through the line and just attached it straight onto the mouse. I've done 3 lines, so it's a bit more secure, but I think this is a pretty good solution. I might eat my words, but we shall see. Okay, wish me luck. This is the first line going through. So it's going to come through the boom. Oh, this is scary. Just going to go and check it and make sure this is going to hold. Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, what happens if we mess this up? I do not know, but okay, it's coming. It's coming nice and free, actually. Super easy. Nice and easy. Just that last bit that was a bit tight. And here's my mouse. Yes! Get the halyard out of the way. It's worked. Good. All that's left to do now is get changed because it's getting warm and get them labelled up. And after successfully nailing the mousing, I had a little celebration dance and cracked on to remove the remaining reefing lines and the main sheets. And we're on a roll. We are flying through the jobs today. Last up, the outboard. We lifted our 50-kilogram engine with our halyard and carefully negotiated it into a locker.
Easy.
And we're done. All that was left to do was to pack our bag, do a final check, and say goodbye to Rúna. It's time to head home. We left when it was cold, and then we went back when it's cold.
We're heading home, back to Edinburgh in Scotland for Christmas. A short 3-hour flight from Nice. And as we took off, we looked across the French coastline and Mediterranean. It brought back all the amazing memories from the last 6 months.
And just like that, we are back in Edinburgh and our sailing adventure around the Mediterranean has ended for this year.
It unfortunately has. But just because we're not sailing Rúna doesn't mean we're not going to be sailing. In the new year, we're going to be heading to Dusseldorf because we're going to go to the Dusseldorf boat show. So if you're attending, let us know in the comments and we'll hopefully see you there. But later on in the new year, I'm really excited. We are going to Cape Town. We're going out to South Africa and we're hopefully going to catch up with the guys from Leopard and Balance Catamarans to see their latest boats.
Yeah, and then after that, we are heading to South America to explore the Patagonian mountains. Whilst we know that you're usually here for our sailing videos, we hope you still join us for this epic adventure, giving you something a little bit different before we head back onto Rúna in the new year.
Yeah, so we've got some really exciting couple of months lined up. So, and as always, we love taking you guys with us. So if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.